Hi class, Dr. Ramos here. Welcome to week 2 of Kin 303. So we're just going to go over our weekly assignments and what's due. I also want to touch on how to submit some of these assignments here. So let's get into that. So you're going to be reading chapters 3 and 12, the importance of physical activity experiences and also becoming a physical activity professional. And I know some of you maybe don't have the textbook yet. So the PowerPoints are listed here. You can download them. It covers most of the material that you're going to find in your textbook. Obviously, I want you guys to read each chapter, at least the suggested reading pages. But if you're still waiting on your textbook, I know ordering can be delayed. You have the PowerPoints there, and you also have my VoiceThread lecture recordings here. And on the topic of VoiceThread, like I mentioned in the first week, I highly encourage that you use this as a form of communication. This tool is kind of meant to kind of mimic the classroom setting where, as you're listening to the lecture, you can ask a question right away. So each slide has my recordings on it, and it allows you to also provide either a voice recording, a video recording, or just a text if you have questions or comments about that specific slide. So definitely use that to your advantage. And it also benefits everyone else because maybe other people had the same question about that topic. And so if you're viewing it, you can see everybody else's questions and my responses to those questions. So you have another quiz this week, 10 questions, unlimited time, but again, you only have one attempt. And they're either going to be multiple choice or true and false. And it's typically not too hard of material to cover. So finally we get to the mock interview. So for this activity, you're going to be recording yourself as if you're being interviewed. Like it says here, it says using your preferred video recording method, whether it be your smartphone, laptop, or webcam, answer the questions below to the best of your ability. Because this is a mock interview, it is expected that you're dressed professionally. So take it as seriously as possible. Dress just as if you were going to go get interviewed for the position that you're trying to get. And I think some of the most common questions I get about this is, okay, I haven't finished school yet. I haven't done any internships. So how am I supposed to kind of answer some of this or act like as if I'm being interviewed? So just you're essentially pretending, right? Like you're assuming that you've completed school, that you have everything in order to be applying for this position. So that's kind of the mindset that you're going to be in as you do this mock interview. It says the video should be approximately 4 to 8 minutes long, and it's important to be clear and concise, but also ensure you're fully answering the questions. And so one of the things that I have to bring up, because I see this all the time. One, this is a recording, meaning it's not live, which means you can edit the video. Second, you have the questions right here, so you can write down the answers, make sure that they're you answer each question completely and that you're thorough. Try to stay within that 4 to 8 minute time frame, but still answering the questions fully, making eye contact with the camera, and practice answering these questions. Don't just do this on the first try. There's no requirement that this has to be on your first try. This could be your 10th or 12th try. However many times you feel you need to submit a proper mock interview. But definitely don't just read off of paper. You want this to be as natural as possible as well. So you can practice answering and reading off of a paper, but when it comes time to submit your final mock interview, make sure that it's not being just read directly off of paper. The second portion to this is submitting a 1 to 2 page summary that reflects your experience and what you feel were your strengths and what areas you could improve on. And in addition, identify where you need to improve. So that's the second portion. But be sure to provide a plan of action of how you're going to improve on maybe the things that you're not as strong as. Some people are really good at elaborating and giving specific examples of, their strengths, why they're the right choice for this position. I know in interviews that I've been in, students tend to not answer the question fully. They kind of go off on a story and they never really answer the question. So I highly suggest you watch your recording and then make sure that you're fully answering each question. And if you need to, re-record the mock interview. So just to be very, very clear of what's due for this, you're going to be submitting the APA formatted document, which is your 1 and 2 page essentially reflection of how your mock interview went. Within that document, you're going to copy and paste the link to your recording. So let me show you what that will look like. So here I just took one of my old papers and just showing you that it's, just like if you're turning in a regular paper, you have a title page and then you have the rest of your writing. And within this document, that's where you attach the link to your YouTube video, your recording. And that way, I'll be able to just, either click on the link or copy and paste it and watch the video. And then I'll also be able to read your reflection. The last thing I'll say about this assignment is, and it actually refers to all future assignments where recordings are required for an assignment, is you have to make your videos public. And you do that by going to edit video or your settings in your YouTube account. So if you click on edit video, you'll be able to, let me expand this a little bit here. Alright, here we go. So on the right side, and I'm using a Mac here, so I don't know, sometimes between PC and Macs the layout of the settings page may look a little different, but you're looking for this side right here where it says visibility. If yours is unlisted or private, when I click on that link to your video, I'm not going to be able to see it, and that's going to delay me grading your assignments. Or, if you never go back and read my emails and see the message that I've sent you, or saying like, hey, you need to make your video public, you may not get points for that assignment. So make sure that it's set to public for all of your videos. Alright, so that's all I have for you this week. Hopefully you guys are doing well, you're staying healthy. During these crazy times, I'm just praying for all of you guys just to make sure that you stay healthy, that you're staying sane, mentally healthy. There's a lot going on, and I just really hope that you guys are staying healthy, and I'm here to help in any way possible, at least for this course. So